Hi, I'm Fowler, and you're watching my extra channel for all the videos that don't quite fit on Fowler's Makery and Mischief. Check that channel out. But today, we're doing a tour of the new studio. So come on in, I'll show you around. First off, entryway. Got some lockers I found on Facebook Marketplace. I love Facebook Marketplace. Spiral staircase. This is one of my favorite things that we added right early on. I love the spiral staircase. One person actually messaged me on YouTube and they were like, "You're gonna hate that. I hated mine, I tore it out." But I actually fell in love with it right away. I found that even with the way we had it set up, even with a full sheet of plywood, you know, you can still go up the stairs and come all the way up with it in your arms. So, no worries. So this is my workshop down below. We got my tools. Back in the day when I used to build wooden boats, I had all kinds of fancy tools. So I still have all my fancy tools, my really expensive Japanese chisels, things like that. So when we're doing like the really cool builds, like the tiny houseboat, I got that. In the ceiling, we keep all the fishing poles. I think I'm up to about, I don't know, 25, 30 fishing poles. Not that many compared to how many slingshots I have. A bunch of them are over at the land with the kayaks and stuff. I got a compressor, I got all the little gadgets and gizmos, and I built up quite a bit of inventory for different builds now with paint and sanders and chop saw. And my newest addition, the little tiny bandsaw. Isn't that the cutest bandsaw? I mean, it's like I can almost make a little clip on my belt just to keep it with me and stuff like that. In here is our other office for, now Lisa's in here. And she's like, "Oh great, I didn't know I was gonna be part of this." Over here is our laser area. This used to be Fowler's MakeryandMischief.com, where we shipped all of our stuff from. So there was aisles and aisles, and it was really tight in here. And they'd pack and put all the stuff in envelopes. Now we have a company down South Maine that handles all the shipping and handling for us for the website. And they're able to do it like every day. So if you buy something from our website, unlike back in the day, sometimes you'd order something and it would take like a bunch of days to get out because there's a lot of orders that week. Now they're like every day, boom, out the door. So the bundles, some of the stuff we still put together here, the adventure bundles, we put them together, we take them down there to them, and they ship them out. And we still put the like slingshots together, and we engrave stuff with our laser that goes in the adventure bundles, like these little pucks. And this is kind of cool. One of the things I designed for the adventure bundle is little bamboo pucks with a fire starter material and just a minimalist fishing kit inside of there. There's our laser, the Glowforge Pro, and this thing is awesome. So in this laser, like I was saying, those pucks are shovels that I used to have to Dremel each one of these and engrave it and then stain it and sand it. We sell so many of these I can't keep up with it. We had to move on to having the laser do it. We have to pop the handles off though, pop them in the laser and does 7 at a time, and then we put them back together and take them to the warehouse and they ship out for us. Over here is the camera charging station. It's kind of messy. We go out and have our adventures and we come back and we're plugging everything back in, all of our batteries and millions of drawers of different types of cords that we built up over the years. My lenses, fishing area just recently got organized. So excited about this. I can come over here and be like, you know, "Oh, what do I need? I got my mystery tackle box. I'm gonna take some of this stuff with me today. I want some of this, some of that," and get it into my tackle bag and then head out on my adventure. So it's still a little messy, but it's all in one place now instead of over here and over there and everywhere.
Inside Edition just emailed.
What? Oh, Inside Edition just emailed?
Yep.
We just did an interview with Inside Edition and they need something more. What was that? Let's cut for a sec. We'll send that to Inside Edition. We'll continue and head upstairs. All right, that's dealt with. Now I'll show you upstairs. Let's go upstairs. Check it out. This is our upstairs. Years ago when I first bought the place, there was just the big pit right here, and you came up a back stairwell over there, and it was just like all buried in chicken poop. Big giant mess. And we took and like gutted it some more, cleaned it all up. There was some boards on the wall, took all that down, started a fire inside the walls, cleaned them out. That was an accidental fire because I was burning the floor. We put down a new floor. We had new floors put down way down below. We redid all so it's structurally sound, and then we came in and we had it spray foamed. So all the walls are spray foamed, super insulated, new windows, and we took the old barn boards that were on the floor and put them on the walls. And we still got a little bit more to do here because, as you can see, there's a burlap on the ceiling. Now that burlap is for sounding, so it doesn't sound horrible in here and all echoey. And behind the burlap is quilt batting. So the sounding stuff they sell, super expensive. I went on Joy and Fabric's website, bought quilt batting and this, and it made such a huge difference. It sounded like we were in a cave. Like, hello, 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 hello. And it just never stopped. It just kept going. And now with this, it's like, boom, nice. And I still got a little bit to do over here, trimming out the windows. We started to decorate a little bit. One of Sarah's wreaths and something somebody sent me that says Fowler out on it. Their family sent and had it all engraved. It turned out pretty good. So this is one of my favorite features, the catwalk. I just love it. Just the feeling of it is as if you're in, I don't know, some sort of Indiana Jones movie. You know, you're crossing this net bridge and the bad guys are, I don't know, I get romantic about it. Got the sling rifle to decorate. Inside of here, I was gonna put some more display case in here, put my little knickknacks for my adventure. I'm a hoarder when I go on my adventures. I always bring back like tons of little things I carved, and there's not enough room for all of it. In here is, you got a duck. John always hits his head once a week usually, so he's got a nice like permanent lump right there on the front. We got the guys, Grant editing Amos Rodriguez channel, and Aiden taking my stuff and Greg's stuff and turning that into, well, and everybody's stuff, turning them into Facebooks and Instagrams and TikToks, and Matt working on our latest video for the Fowler's Makery and Mischief channel, and John sits over there behind the curtain, and he's behind the camera right now. He's doing the Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft, and this is my little spot right here, which is all torn apart because we were using some of the other stuff out there. This is where I sit and do the final cut. Got my 1,000,000 subscriber plaque up there, and we'll take you back out to where the newest, most exciting part is. This end of the building, we got the brake station, old snowboard on the wall. After the brake station, we got the cabinets with all the memorabilia from my adventures. A lot of it's now over here. I'll show you in a sec. You know, my GrimWorkShop cards I designed with them the first time. My original OG orange hat that I still wear for videos during the winter mostly, and this cabinet has some of my more unique knickknacks. Like we got the butter lure for the butter I made from butter's hair to do a catch and cook. This little guy here from Island Survival Challenge, that is the petrified remains of an eel skin over a plug that I used to catch a fish. Actually, I don't think I actually caught a fish with this. I think I failed to catch a fish with it that day. This one I carved during that adventure, and I still want to turn that into a soft plastic lure, like a one-off sometime. My first camera I ever recorded something with, I made a video called Kaboom, and blew up stuffed animals with my brother and things, and recorded it to a DVD thing on here, and edited it, and tried to put it onto YouTube, and it never uploaded. The little guy from Greg and I in the Rockies, this was all the little sheep wool that I pulled off the tree branches, and came home and had it felted into a little woolly mountain sheep. In here there's a little bit of sand and some gold. Can you see the flakes of it? Oh, there's one right there. One little gold flake still in with the black sand. And thanks, I don't even know if I can, hopefully I can get that. Oh, it looks like I got it back in. And like random things like this, and it's like, what is that in there? That's a drone battery that caught on fire, and DJI, like we contacted them and they're like, yeah, that's not our problem. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like how this thing caught on fire and welded itself inside the drone, and I had to rip it out because the drone wouldn't turn off. I think I just got the wrong person that day when I had connected with them or something. This was Abby when she was little, when I went on History's Alone show. I was telling all the other contestants in a method to psych them out. I made my own picture here with at the library, glued and pasted, and then made this photo with a peg leg. And I was telling the other contestants, like, I have to win the show for my daughter because she's got a wooden peg leg that I carved myself. And so if I don't win, she's gonna keep getting splinters. and then I showed them the picture, and they knew I was full of it. Slingshot range. So I can shoot my slingshot up here, and it collects the ammo at the bottom. And I can target shoot across the room at the proper 33 feet and become more accurate. I've got the, up there on the wall is the old duct tape kayak, the frame from it, all that's left of it. We took all the other duct tape off because it was gross from sitting outside and threw that away. Little workout stuff that I pretend to use on a regular basis. Yeah, getting strong. After the workout here, our new filming space. I'm loving this new filming space. It turned out so good. We had this old table that I've used in all the videos that was just a metal rolling table. And Aiden was like, that's kind of ugly. Let's do something with it. I'm like, ah. So I built this out of the rest of the reclaim boards. You can see that here. I love building with the reclaim boards. It turned out so good. And the fun part is when you plane it, like that grain just pops. It comes to life. When it comes out of that planer for the first time, and when you put that first coat of sealer on it. The hard part though is the nails. There was lots of nails in it, and I don't want to destroy my planer. The planer blades cost a lot of money. Takes a lot of time to always swap them out. So we used a metal detector, and I find all the nails, as many as I can. I still hit 1 or 2 nails, but I was able to not damage the planer blades too much. So plane up the boards, and that's the same thing we're gonna do. We're gonna plane up the rest of the boards that we have and finish the trim so it stands out a little bit brighter than the walls, the way those are all just rough boards. And this has got a little light underneath here and everything. So, got our power pack under here, and I picked up some of those LED lights. There we go. So I put a little LEDs. That was my final touch to finish it up, is throwing some LEDs underneath of there. And it makes that nice underglow. So right now it's set up because we had just got a call from Inside Edition and they wanted to do a live thing. So we set it all up and had these beautiful lights in the backdrop, and they were like blown away at how professional, like they expected like a webcam guy in the woods, you know, and they got this. Now, the walls are decorated with all my slingshots. Outside of a few of these, each one of these has a story. I'll have to do a video on it sometime because it would take forever to go through all of these, because like certain ones, like this is the first Hornet slingshot that I designed and then cut out of a ski. And this is the first plastic one that was ever made by Beast Coast Slingshots. And and the one we've made we forged, and with Bell Hill Forge, and then shot that at targets in the yard. And it's just like each and every one of these either has been in a video, well, outside of a couple of the top here where somebody carved them or I won them in a raffle at the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. But we'll do that video all about that if you want to see and hear the story behind each and every one of these. All my pouches, blowguns, I have ovens, Rocky Mountain Bushcraft, his little mouse trap there that he made in that video. And my fish trap from 30 Day Survival Challenge Texas. The net from the Rockies, Daisy Red Ryder BB gun, of course, from, what was that, BB gun versus slingshot, right? And my Wizard Staff journal from my time on Alone with my full 87 days worth of stories in here. So up on the top here is a fish head, because I survived on fish head soup. The 10 items I brought with me on the show. A little tassel on there made from the feathers of the one bird I got with my slingshot. And then all the fish catches. And then each day there was the like what I achieved that day, whether I kept my fire going, how I physically felt, and how I emotionally felt. So based on that, I can kind of tell, like this day right here, there's a moving day, there's a star for I kept my fire going, it was a 4X and some stairs right there, so it was like, it took me 4 trips to bring all my stuff up to my upper shelter when I moved in, and then a cup with stars exploding out of it. So I felt like my cup was overflowing. I was very excited for the day. And all the fish catches, 63 fish and 2 birds, all the way down until the end where it says 87 days, 87, I won. I wasn't as creative at the end there. I was just like, I'm done with it. I won. I'm out of here. I was like, just carve that into there. Let's go. Let's call it. We're done. Finito. And then from other videos, different knives, you know, I keep some things as remember not to sell out, you know? Like I did this commercial for this diamond knife, and it was supposed to be like the sharpest thing in the world. And as you can see, like it got all chipped up. And I thought, like, it's super sharp diamond knife, let's pound it through something. And they paid me a bunch of money to do this commercial, and they sold, and I was like very disappointed with them. And then like next thing I know, the footage I gave them airs, and they sold like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of these knives. And they're like, oh, you want to endorse it some more? I'm like, no, there's no way. I'm like, so I keep this to remind me, like, you know, make sure you're endorsing something you really stand behind, because I mean, this thing could hold an edge like nobody's business, but good luck ever sharpening it, and good luck ever trusting it when you're out and about. If it chipped when I was cutting through little pieces of wood and things, I mean, those chips are gnarly. Make sure you know what you're gonna endorse. The chip I ate on Chris's channel that almost killed me. Don't do this. Don't ever do this. That was stupid.
We're gonna have to go to the frickin' ER, flush Zach's stomach to get the dang one chip out of there.
One of those one chip challenges. Little thing that we bought for the Makery sponsorship when we bought it on Makery, and it like, this is so awesome! Where'd it go? Oh man! It was pretty fun making little sillinesses. The message in the bottle from the duct tape boat one, turtle from Texas, the rattlesnake from Texas, and the torque that took it down. My shovel from Alone. After I came back from Alone, after that 87 days, I was doing an interview for, I can't remember what news channel, and they're like, can you throw the shovel like you did on the TV show and stick it into the target? I threw it a couple times, stuck it in the target, just one more time. I threw it, it hit butt first, and it blew the handle all apart and destroyed it. I was like, so now it's a display piece. Water bottle I made out on the show, just little things like the little spoon that I forged by shooting it with a bunch of slingshot ammo in one of my Trick Shot Tuesday videos. Little guy that Joey made there, Real Steel Rand. We did some videos for him on his channel. And this one is a very special reminder of never put off till tomorrow what you could do today. This was on Alone. I had a really bad day and I was kind of slacking. And I was like, just like, I wish everybody else would quit so I could go home. And the day ended with this burning smell in the fire. And it was like midnight and I was exhausted, and my boot insert fell in the fire and burnt off the tip on my only boot insert and my only good pair of boots. So I took some leather from the sheath of my saw, stitched it on there, and then I went to bed, and I got into bed and the roof started dripping on me, and it struck me like a ton of bricks that like I had been slacking and just waiting for it to be over. And that was around day 68 or something, and I was like, and from that point on I put in more effort, and I didn't put off till tomorrow what I could do today. And so I keep that to remember that, because I actually ended up wearing it for the whole rest of my time in that pair of boots, and I wore that same pair of boots for months and months after the show, because I didn't get my winnings until like the next year after that, because it was like August when I won, and then I had to wait all the way until after Christmas until it was revealed like a couple months into the new year that I had won, and I was finally able to get a new pair of boots, and I had to wear it all that time, and I could feel it with my toes. And remembering that, like, putting in your full effort, otherwise you end up having to stitch on new boot inserts. And of course we got our Nerf wall, because you know, we're big kids and we like to play, and sometimes we have big Nerf battles. All right, well that pretty much does it. I mean, we're all set up. We got a new channel. We're going to do all kinds of neat things here. We got the, I'm gonna review the Hollywood fallacies on survival in the new Predator. Or it's not really new. The new Predator movie, the one with the prey with the Native Americans, and how ridiculous some of that stuff was, like ridiculous. And we're gonna do like versus videos on the kayaks, like the Pelican versus Old Town versus Hobie. We're gonna do some review type stuff like that. We got some really cool things, like some top secret stuff, like Lobster GoPro 2.0. It's going to be awesome, and maybe take out the underwater camera to some quarries and explore the bottom of a quarry. Just things that are a little offbeat, different setup, the way it's going to happen from the Fowler's Makery and Mischief, just a little more fun things that I've wanted to do that I feel like fit on that channel, so we created the new channel. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. Be sure to subscribe if you're interested, and if not, we'll see you over on Fowler's Makery and Mischief. See ya. Fowler out.